informant, a known informant?
No.
Damn, I wouldn't either.
Have I ever?
I didn't ask.
No.
No, I haven't, but you never know.
I know them?
Of course.
Let me tell you something. I had one of my guys, one of my dudes, one of my partners from Sex Money, right? Reach out through someone that we know in common. This was a few years ago. And he said, yo, homie wants to talk to you to tell you what really happened. Now, I was very, very disappointed in the brother because Sex Money, before Pete brought the gang thing into it, whatever, we were very, very close. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we would do anything for each other. And it never would have occurred to us that anybody would have betrayed anybody. You know what I mean? And this particular one was, he was a star within our circle. And it never would have occurred to us that he would have gone the way he went. So I have not seen him or spoken to him since 1995.
Damn.
When, you know, when it was revealed that he had gone bad, right? And I would really love to know, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Like, even on some, like, I'm not going to interview you, nothing like that, right? But it's like, when it was, I didn't expect it to be offered. But when that came to me, I was like, thinking about this for the first time. And my heart was like, nah, I'm cool. Having nothing at all to do with you people out there. If I lived my life based upon what I thought other people thought about me, I would certainly have died or went to prison a long time ago. I was properly esteemed. I was properly validated by the people who actually mattered to me, the people who raised me, nurtured me, loved me, guided me. I didn't need anybody outside of my familiar unit to validate me or give me, you know, the stamp. I didn't need that. I stepped out with the stamp. And that's why it didn't matter what nobody was doing. I was just doing me. I dressed my own way. I moved solo. If anybody moved with me, they were moving with me.
You kind of fresh too, man. You stay fly.
Thank you, my brother.
Every time I see you, he say some shit. He said, Kirk, he came with the Louis Vuitton leather, right? I said, yo, man, who's over you or Kev? You know, God, he said some crazy. He said, Gary, no disrespect to Kev. Kev from down south, man. He not in my lane with this. He's a fly nigga. He's got a whole lot of money. He was after me. I've been doing this thing. I'm from home. I said, pardon me. I said, good Jesus.
I'm just telling
I've been doing it. No disrespect to that's your man. And that's your man. So yeah.
Bro, I can show you a picture of me right now at 5 years old. With a big gold medallion on my motherfucking neck.
Yeah, that was some funny shit, Ron. He said that. He said, those are
like I was born into this. I was born into this.
Kev from the South, G. That's my man. He wore a lot of fly shit.
I've been doing it.
This ain't nothing to me, man.
I was raised this way. I didn't know there was any other way.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just the truth.
No, but that's fine.
If the thing is, people have preferred narratives. Things they would prefer to believe. Especially when they have proximity to certain things. Because regardless of who they are or aren't, what they've done or haven't, if they have proximity, meaning they're close to something, and that thing has been validated, they are invested in that validation. Reality be damned. You understand? That is a low self-esteem thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, people can negate that or whatever, but I'm going to tell you something about time. It tells all motherfucking truths. All truths. So you can carry all the pretense and fucking fantasy you want, but I guarantee you the truth will outlast you. Ain't no future in front. You said it a long time ago. So, you know, whatever.
I like when you said that shit though. That was fly. yo, this is my man.
And so it's really clear. I ain't got no fucking issue with Kev. I never did.
That's your man.
I never had an issue with Kev.
But I just said it was fly when you said it, because
never.
There's a couple guys I know who fly. Mo Blind, Kev Chopper, you know when you killed that shit. I'm gonna do that. This dude drives me crazy. This guy I'm gonna ask you about. And I like him, but I love him. He has no respect for nobody. What do you think about Charleston White, man?
I love Charleston White.
Kirk, you know what Charleston White does?
Let me tell you a story.
Kirk, he say
Let me tell you a story, bro.
out his mouth. Kirk,
I'm gonna tell you a story of how I met Charleston White. Now, Bust, this is very recent. This is very recent. This is very recent. Yo, holla at me, little homie. Holla. You better have read that book too, motherfucker. You said, this is what I want. I know you busy burning the world down. You know what I mean? Remaking that motherfucker over. You keep doing what the fuck you doing. I get a call from a cat that I know in Atlanta. He does the podcast thing, right? I forgot the name of the particular podcast, but Urkel Full Circle is his app on IG. So he calls, he says, yo, I'm doing this thing, I'm having, this sit down with Charleston White. And, I had all these people that are coming, and somebody said to me, yo, you gotta call Cavario. Cavario gotta get involved with this. I mean, you gotta come in, you know what I mean? Sit down and talk to this motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Okay. So, I go to this gathering, and there's about 40 people there, and I guess, like, from what I was listening to, what I was hearing, is people doing radio shows, podcasts, different people in, the independent media. And you could tell, after homie came in, he sat down, he, rolled up, smoked a little bit, whatever. And I'm watching him, watching everybody, whatever. And you can tell that once people started, when they started talking to him, you could tell that people had come in with preconceived notions and predetermined agendas, right? One thing for sure, they were looking to leverage the moment and looking for some virality. And they definitely were, gonna give him their peace of mind. But he diffused that whole room. He came in there. Now y'all seen the I don't know.
What state you in? What state were you in?
This is Atlanta.
Okay, cool.
The mad Charleston White. I met Professor Charleston White. Smoking joints today, and they started asking him questions. He doesn't speak louder than this. He's like this the whole time. He's like this. He's talking like this right here. And they ask him questions. He's like, well, what that comes down to. See, I'd gone to class and I studied this thing. I have a degree in social science. I said, so I did it. And I'm just sitting there. See, I'm a Machiavellian motherfucker. See, growing up in an actual gangster home, I was given The Prince by Machiavelli. I was given Mein Kampf by Hitler. Every book that's ever been written on the mob, my mother gave me to read. As a little kid, right? I'm thoroughly indoctrinated in that existence and everything connected to it. That's just the reality of it. Think what you want, but with all the people who have comments and all kinds of shit, the keyboard kamikazes, right? All the shit they got to say, what they can't believe, and all that, whatever.
You said keyboard
any motherfucker that has ever approached me in any Walmart, supermarket, airport, whatever, is always, yo, hey. So I guess none of the people who have anything derogatory or demeaning to say go anywhere. Because I go everywhere. And everybody I run into be like, hey, salute, salute, salute. So, in any case, I know what he's doing. And I know why I was brought in here. I was brought in here because it said, yeah, anybody gonna get him. Cavario gonna get him. So this person says some stuff, and it's right up there. So, bloody. Not that. He's like, oh, well, the reason for something like that would be that, there are people out there who are trying to do this. So I see what he's doing, right? So I sit there for the whole, probably 2 hours. I don't say a fucking word. Not one word. Nothing. The whole time I just sit there. Just watch and listen and read. When it's over, I walk up, I get over, and he smiles and gives it. I said, they thought we were going to clash. I was brought here to head you or something. I said, you keep doing what the fuck you doing. That's it. And he said, oh, word? I said, oh, word. We took a couple pictures together, gave him information. It's my book, check that out. First I gave him 50 critical quotes, a training book, you know. And he was like, oh, cool, whatever. I said, wait a minute. Went to the car, came back. He said, this is what I'm talking about. Now, the training book is thinner than this and half the height. Raised by Wolves, it's this thick, this big. He's like, that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, no, wait, though. There is a little bit of a, but Charleston White is telling people to tell on people. Now, is he saying?
No, he's saying that he tells on people. He's gonna tell.
Y'all don't get.
He's on.
Let me use the bathroom. Excuse me, a commercial break.
Well, wait a second. He's also going on record as saying that he's trying to start a snitch crew so that everybody should not be scared to tell because it will help things. Now, I don't have a dog in the fight about that. But I'm asking you because you are certified. Why that? Like, how do you feel about that? That's kind of a...
Okay, so my feelings about that, based upon what I've observed, and I've never seen anything that I didn't go like, because I overstayed.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? In that interaction, he explains that the Charleston White y'all see is a character. That's a character. He said, I made that character up. He said, had I not made that character up,
nobody listened.
none of you would be in here right now. You wouldn't be in here right now. I made that character up. Because prior to that, nobody was listening.
Because he's Uncle Ruckus.
Nobody was listening.
He's like,
That shit makes sense. He's crazy.
Right? So it takes a lot of courage to do what he did. It also says that I don't need your approval. I just need you to fucking listen. The impact that he will ultimately have on this fucked up, destructive ass, jackass backward fucking culture that they have, swapped out for supposedly, youth culture is going to be so profound when people finally see, 10 years from now, what it really comes out to. People do not have vision. Everything is right here, right here. This is as far as they can think, right here. That's why they make the kinds of decisions that constantly get them in situations. And they be like, oh, I got here. Because you didn't think about, the version of you that's 18 months older. You didn't think about that guy. You didn't think about what that guy might want, what condition he might desire to be in, right? So he is telling people everything opposite of what popular culture is telling them. Because we're already seeing what popular culture is doing. Popular culture is driving us right into the fucking ground. We're doing more damage than any racist, supremacist institution anywhere has ever been able to do. So what he's saying is, fuck all of that. It's just like Vlad with the questions that he may ask. You can hear what I'm saying. You ain't gotta listen, motherfucker. You ain't gotta do anything I'm telling you to do. But what I'm telling you ultimately is, you can think for your motherfucking self. They're saying that, I'm saying this. I'm telling you, I don't have to go with what they're saying. And if you don't want to, you don't have to either. So you do not have to be a pill-popping, lean-drinking, gun-toting, gun-random shooting motherfucker who doesn't care about the impact that he's having on his goddamn life in the community. You don't have to be that. You can do something else and still be you. There needs to be a counter to that fucking culture, bro. There needs to be something that's saying, yo, this shit is not sustainable, my nigga. How many pills you think you could pop before you go pop?
Accountability.
There you
Come
go.
on.
And on that,
It's
there's your bathroom break.
It's accountability. He's about accountability.
He official, smart as hell.
Hey,
We
you
all
couldn't
smart,
stop
we
in the
passionate.
middle of that.
I'm just paying attention.
That's a fun, but Charleston White drove me crazy, but that's a fun.
That's a
Let me tell you, he's super
legitimate
funny.
question.
You can't like,
But he's smart.
What I always
Oh,
say
he's
is
so
that
smart.
I'm back and forth
He's
with him
funny.
because I don't always agree with how he's saying what he's saying, but what he be saying makes a lot of sense.
I respect the man.
It's like accountability.
That's right.
He's just
That's right.
take accountability.
That's right. Because motherfuckers are quick to say